So, we saw the theme of Vikram Vedha today. It has just been launched, and the fans have already loved the glimpse. And, there have been so many transitions and everything. So, how do you feel about the love that it is getting?
No, the when we launched the trailer also, and when we launched the song and this, the reactions have been great. So now we are hoping all that translates into people coming into the theaters and watching the film.
movie.
Well, very true. And not just on social media. Even recently, if I was in the theater, there were like cheering, there were hoots whenever the Vikram Vedha trailer was played or the characters were on the screen. So I'm definitely sure that it's going to work well. And well, what has been challenging for you if we look into the aspects of the film?
Actually, nothing has been a major problem as such. I think we had fun through the whole process. We shot just post the lifting of the lockdown times. So there were some logistical issues on where we can shoot, how much crew we can have, and things like that. But in hindsight, those things don't matter.
No, we don't even remember those things. So.
Only at that point would have been like, oh, where are we going to shoot? None of the locations are available and all that. But we got it done.
Well, definitely. And, talking about the COVID time, after COVID, I think the dynamics are very rapidly changing with the audience returning to the theaters. And even right now, it's going like quite full. So do you think that action is an evergreen genre, and this film particularly is going to bring back the audiences in huge numbers?
So action by itself doesn't guarantee anything. I think what is required is there needs to be a story which holds people. There needs to be emotions which justify why an action has to happen. And you need characters whom you love on screen. I mean, that is the essence of all great films. No, I mean, you love those great characters. So we were aiming for all those. We have Hrithik and we have Saif playing great characters. So
the story, I mean, there is a lot of action, and there is a lot of like you can't just play on your phone and watch the film. You need to follow it intricately because we have little Easter eggs kind of paying off in later parts. So there's a lot of intrigue and emotion and fun. So we just hoping. See, the base story is actually fairly complicated. So we want to kind of achieve to get that complicated story, make it way more accessible. So in terms of pitching and everything. So we want to get both of those things balanced somewhere. That is the idea.
Very well said. And there are all kinds of audiences, and like some who have been listening to all the old stories. Like we have Vikram Vedha stories from the cultural times, and taking that essence of it and making such a wonderful kind of a trailer out of it, a film out of it. So how does it feel to stay rooted and still make something larger than life?
So in fact, what we have done is the title sequence of the film tells the Vikramadityan Betal story. So that's our title sequence basically. So what actually happened and why did Vikramaditya go in search of the Betal and what happens then? So for people who are not exposed to that, I mean, we grew up at a time when that was common folklore. Then a bunch of people told us that youngsters nowadays would not even know Vikramaditya and Betal's stories. So we made it a point to have that as the introduction into the story itself, and how that correlates to what's happening in the film would be, I guess, one of the joys of watching the film.
True, very true. And you guys have been working together since a long time. And how does it help? Like, does the vision complement each other, or is it like you get together for making this larger than life?
It actually makes your life a lot easier. I mean, you have things to share and like work to share, and like whatever joy or there's a problem, then you always have someone to fall back on. So it's been great. And yeah, I mean, this is the only way we know to work actually, because we've been working from college together. So that's the only way.
Yeah, I don't think we can direct independently. It has to be both of us. Otherwise, we won't know what to do. It's like we'll be lost. But I think having the two of us working together shouldn't be a problem for anybody else. That's because we both speak in the same voice. So if I'm giving an instruction or Gayatri giving an instruction, it'll never end up being contradictory to each other. It'll be the same thing which Gayatri would say that I would end up saying. Like, it would be as simple as what color should this wall be in on a set. If she makes the choice or I make the choice, we'll end up with the same thing. So that I think that confidence our crew and our actors also have in us, so that it doesn't become like getting different instructions from the two of us and not knowing what to do.
That's great to hear. And, there is always some learning experience from every film, every show that you have done. So what learning experience have you got from this particular one? How was it working with the actors, and how was the film experience and all?
Actually, I mean, working with Ritik and Saif has been a great experience, and I like the earnestness. I mean, they've been like, I think Ritik has been working for 22 years, and Saif is even senior to that. But their earnest urge to learn every day. I mean, Ritik keeps saying, "I'm a student of cinema," so like, they don't think, they think the film is bigger than them. It's not like they are bigger than that, and so that one penchant for learning, no, that is there. So they keep their mind clear and like open. They want to explore and learn stuff. So it is always very positive and good to work with people. So you kind of share ideas, you learn new stuff. Like, his approach into acting, that was actually really interesting. How he gets into it. So yeah, like a lot of little things you pick up from.
No, and also one of the things which you learn when you're working with committed actors like this, is the need for generosity. When you have a Ritik and a Saif in front of each other, unless both of them are very generous actors, giving the other actor the space and the time to get into their character, it'll all fall apart. So that we saw, I mean, that we saw between Ritik and Saif, where both of them are good people at heart. They are very generous in that way. They know that a scene works only when both the characters work. So there's no idea of trying to dominate the scene or trying to do that so that like they are the center of attention. They know that will destroy the scene. So this thing of giving the other person also that space, no, both ways. I think that is professionalism. I mean, that is something which will always be appreciated.
True. And on the other hand, your humbleness that you are saying it in this way, even like your vision has been such that both of them are getting the roles good enough that they are ready to accept the thing. And well, working on alongside that, the background music is also getting a lot of love on Twitter and all the platforms. And listening to that in the cinema is a whole another experience with goosebumps and edge of the seat kind of intrigue. So wishing you guys the best for the film. And it's
Thank you so
absolutely
much.
going to work well. Thank you.
Thank you, Neel. Thank you.
Neel.